Hey guys, it's Dave. Happy Saturday. Hope you're having a good weekend so far. I've had an absolutely crazy week. I haven't had a lot of time to make new videos, unfortunately. I know there's been a ton of news from Rocket Lab. Seems like something new is coming out every day, and I'll be sure to get to that next week when hopefully I'll have a bit more time. But today, I just wanted to make a quick video talking about all the craziness we're seeing in Virgin Galactic's stock lately. If you haven't watched too closely, it seems like they're having giant swings of 47% up, 20 something percent down, maybe 30% down in a single day. Absolutely massive swings one way and the other. And what happened basically is they had finally announced they'd be returning to commercial flights. We all heard about that. I talked about it previously, and the stock moved up 47%. And I saw a lot of people talking about it saying, burn the shorts. The shorts have a high percentage of ownership. And that, of course, that's one reason why I wouldn't consider shorting it right now. But a lot of people trading the stock not based on any fundamental value that they see in the company. They just think the stock price is going to rise based on, how it rose so much in the past to $100 per share. Not based on how much they think the company will earn, but just other things, whether it's burning the shorts or just having a mania around the stock, meme stock, some people call it. Personally, I only like to invest in a company if I think the money they're going to make will justify that value. I don't want to trust in, greater fool theory or anything like that. But anyway, after this announcement, when the stock moved 50-ish% in a single day, we just heard that Virgin is going to be raising. Well, they've already issued $300 million worth of shares, and this comes as no shock to me. If you watched any of my previous videos on Virgin, I did say I don't see them breaking even anytime soon, and they will probably have to continue to raise capital on an ongoing basis, meaning more dilution for the shareholders. And what do you know? I guess I was right, because they did just announce that they raised $300 million worth of new funding by issuing more shares. And I do think this was probably opportunistic. They were really waiting for the stock price to rise so that you get more bang for your buck when you're issuing shares. And I guess that's kind of the downside of having the stock move is seems like every time Virgin Galactic has a big move up, you can be a little bit worried that they're going to issue more shares and dilute you even more. So after that happened, the stock has gone pretty much all the way back down to where it was. And I'm sure shareholders aren't too happy about that. I saw some streamers talking about how they thought it was going to go back to 100. Clearly that didn't happen. And they're even talking about raising an additional $400 million beyond that $300 million in the future. They have plans for that as well. So just so much money they keep having to bring in to, offset this massive cash burn they're having. I mean, if you think about it, Rocket Lab raised $700 million in their SPAC process, and we thought that was like a massive treasure trove that should last many years, get them to profitability. Virgin Galactic raised a ton of money as well. They continue raising money, and now they've raised $700 million as well, or they're $300 and now $400 more in the future to raise another $700. That's the total amount Rocket Lab raised, and that's just like, a casual year's worth of raising capital, it seems like. So this company, while I do wish them luck, and I am confident that there's a lot of good engineers there and good people working there, I'm not very confident in the business model or the management, and that's why I don't really want to invest in them. I feel like you're just going to see them having to continue to raise and raise more money, and that's the entire business for the next several years, is try to pump up the stock, use that as a chance to raise more money and keep the business going even longer. And I don't really think they're going to be profitable for many years. So for me, that's why I'm invested in Rocket Lab and a few other companies as opposed to Virgin Orbit. I do have nothing against them. I hope they're successful. I think anyone who's trying to start a new company in space is really good overall, and it's not like they're a competitor to Rocket Lab. It's a completely different segment. So, I definitely won't be upset if they succeed. I just really don't see it happening, at least right now. Maybe there's some master plan I'm not aware of. I know there are some Virgin Galactic fans out there and talking about hypersonics and other things they might do in the future. I haven't seen anything official on any of that stuff, but I think they do need something in order to really make this a viable business in the future. One thing I do have to say about this volatility, though, is if you like to treat investing like the casino and, just like bet on wild options trades, a volatile stock is kind of a good way to do it if it's high risk, high reward. So at this point, I don't know if there's any other big pieces of news coming that would make the stock pop again. I think we kind of already had that. Perhaps the first successful commercial flight, we could see a big pop. So if you really want to gamble your money as opposed to invest, I suppose you could play some of these short-term massive swings. And, it wouldn't shock me to see another 20+% day one way or the other. Could be up, could be down. It's hard to tell with this company, right? Anyway, I think that's it for now. Just a short video weighing in on Virgin Galactic and all the craziness going around it, all the wild stock swings, and the news around more capital raises. I do think I'm going to try to live stream perhaps the next Rocket Lab launch. We did see that the next launch will be a recovery mission. Unfortunately, that doesn't mean any crazy to watch helicopter catches. We're not going to see those anymore. I do really wish I had gotten the chance to live stream at least one successful helicopter catch before they scrapped that, just because it looks so cool. But anyway, I'm sure, at the end of the day, that they're doing what's best for the bottom line, so I can't complain too much. Anyway, let me know down in the comments what you think of Virgin Galactic, if you think they are going to be able to break even and become a big space tourism company of the future. I hope you have a great week. If you haven't subscribed already, please click that subscribe button. It helps so much for the channel, and I'll be back next week with more Rocket Lab videos, as well as a few others that I've been planning. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.